call me Denver Bethlehem. I am a shadow in the world of night. I am what nightmares fear. I am the mighty desert wanderer. I am the deadly whisperer of the West.
What am I, a dog that you come at me with a stick?
And I am going to die. That, my friends, is Gil Stein. His brother Philly Stein runs the biggest, baddest gang in 6 territories. But you might be wondering, how did I get myself into this situation? The answer to that takes us back a ways. All the way back to my great-grandpappy, Abe Bethlehem. Best thing that my grandpappy did was teach his family about God. He taught his son, then his son taught his son, and his son taught, well, you get the idea. All the way down to my pappy, who taught me about God. I'm talking about the capital G, God that formed the world before time started ticking. I'm talking about the unseen Father that guides my steps and gives my voice something worth singing about. To me, He's everywhere. I see Him in the sunrise, I hear Him in the whirlwind. When I would tend my paw's herd, I'd just spend hours looking into the sunset and writing songs about my God. Philly and the Stein brothers were always circling our town like a flock of vultures. And it was only a matter of time before them vultures would start to peck. And that's how I find myself here today. I've always been the runt of the litter, and Pa said I'd be more useful staying at home tending to the flock while my brothers took to defending the territory. Of course, even a posse's gotta eat, and I'll use any excuse to get out of the pasture and into town.
Come in here? You come into my bar? Hey, don't you step on my boots. Hey, you step on my boots. You stepped on my boots. Hey, when the Stein gang get into town?
They've been here for a while.
I'd say they are heating up quick. Real quick. Man. Hey, leave the lady alone. Hey. Back off, man. Hey, just, why don't you have a seat right here? Look at this. Nice little chair. Just take a load off. Right here. Okay, here you go. Mess around with me. Back off. Come on. That's what you need to do.
Wait. We'll get it.
What? got a problem? What are you doing? Hey, you think you can come in here and make fun of my crew? This is my place, boy. What do you got doing around here, huh? What? Why don't you show me what you can do? What do you mean? Dance, boy! What? I said dance!
Country actually do this for fun? I know, right? Well, like my grandma always said, don't knock it till you try it. So I want all y'all get up on your back hooves. I mean, everyone get up on your back hooves. I'm gonna teach you a little dance we like to call the barbecue thief. Here we go. Hop to the right 4 times like a bunny. Spin around like a bird in the honey. To the left like a one-eyed squirrel. Double dream hands and shout to the world. Yeah! Let's put it all together now. Here we go. Hop to the right 4 times like a bunny. Spin around like a bird in the honey. Hop to the left like a one-eyed squirrel. Double dream hands and shout to the world. Hop to the right 4 times like a bunny. Spin around like a bird in the honey. Hop to the left like a one-eyed squirrel. Double dream hands and shout to the world. Hop to the right 4 times like a bunny. Spin around like a bird in the honey. Hop to the left like a one-eyed squirrel.
Howdy doody, Denver. I tell you what, man, I hate you, but that was one heck of a hootenanny.
Oh.
I tell you what, man, I love you so much. I'm gonna put it on Facebook right now.
Whoa. Man, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
It's awfully nice of you.
It's posted. It's up.
It's nice of you.
Oh, my brother Gil Stein just posted a comment.
What'd he say?
He said that whole dance was dumb and that you have bad hair. Oh, and BTW, by the way, I hate your God.
What? Give me that. Text him right back.
I don't know, Denver.
This is Denver. You don't know nothing about my God. So be careful.
Oh boy, Denver shucks. I don't know, man. This might be trouble. It looks like he posted back, Denver. He said, "Why don't you come see me? I'm outside."
Gil Stein's outside.
I guess so.
Yeah, I'll go fight him.
No, Denver, you cannot go out there.
You know what? Someone has to.
Sheriff, you made it. You must have heard about the Gilstein gang. The Gilstein.
Gilstein is here?
Sheriff.
How many of the Stein boys are there?
A few dozen inside.
Any innocents?
Yeah. Gil wants a one-on-one with someone in the street. You could take him, Sheriff. I could take him, Sheriff.
That way, if I fall, at least these folks would still have their leader.
You want to go try to fight that monster?
No, I don't want to go and try to fight him. I want to paint the ground red and then bury him under it.
He's too much.
He mocked God! Gilstein's about to reap the whirlwind, and I want to watch that from the best seat in the house.
Well, I've got just the thing. You look magnificent, son. You look dangerous.
I look like a moron. Pardon? Look, I'm sorry, Sheriff, but this just isn't me.
You might have heard I'm the big gun in this town. Best you have my top smoke wagons in hand if you go try to breathe fire on that beast. I mean, you can't go out there empty-handed against man.
Empty-handed? You know, most folks who grew up hearing about God deep down think of him more as a bedtime story because he's not out there in the middle of the town waving at folks. Yeah, he's invisible, but I see him everywhere. He's out there right now, waiting, just waiting, wondering who actually believes in him. How many of their chips are gonna slide across a card table to prove it? Well, I don't know about you, Sheriff, but at this moment, I am all in. I got one question for you. Where do I get some bullets?
Well, there's a small armory shed out by the creek, but I thought you said you didn't want any guns.
I don't.
They call me Denver Bethlehem. I am a shadow in the world of night. I am what nightmares fear. I am the mighty desert wanderer. I am the deadly whisperer of the West. And if this moron's got half a brain, he's thinking, I am going to die.
What am I, a dog that you come at me with a stick?
Well, not exactly. My name is Denver Bethlehem. I use a sword and I trust the Lord. Sheriff, you thinking what I'm thinking?
I don't know about you, Denver. I'm starting to think our establishment's a little bit too crowded.
We just killed Gil Stein. Let's get it on!
back here.
Sheriff Silver, he's the big gun.
Yeah, but Denver Bethlehem gets it done.
Denver gets it done. Denver gets it done. Denver gets it done. Denver gets it done.
We'll continue the story of Sly Silver, the Old West's most underrated cowboy, after I take you and your entire family on an adventure of taste and texture. An adventure in a bag emblazoned Langendorf bread, a triumph of modern technology. The amazing preservatives found in Langendorf adventure bread will have your children asking, "Is this fresh from the oven?" long after it leaves the shelf of your local grocer. Langendorf adventure bread. Ask for it by name. We now rejoin our intrepid cowboy out on the range. Come on, little Timmy, they're gaining on us.
Yee-haw! I hope my mom never catches me and tell her this. She's so thick.
Quit yapping and get up here. Ha!
Silver, they got us surrounded.
You ever shot a Colt 44, kid?
It's not like a BB gun, 'cause I can hit a wolf rat from 200 yards with one of them.
Well, knock yourself out, kid. I think I hear someone calling for me. Sly Silver, your town needs you.
Good to see you, Sheriff Silver. What can I get you?
You better make it a double, Smitty.
What about your special?
I said double.
Yes, sir, Sheriff. Sir?
You see, now that's a real man. A true blue cowboy he is.
Well, you know what they say, and it's always been true. Silver is a big gun, but that Denver, now he can get it done, ain't that right, Tim?
Yeah, but listen. If Silver can wrestle a pit bull to the ground, then Denver can teach a lion how to trim his own beard.
Oh, that's a whole thing Try this. If Silva can sneak up on a ninja, then Denver, he can block a roundhouse kick from Chuck Norris.
Hey, Sheriff. Oh, it's good to see you. Been a rough day. I got something that could cheer you up. I wrote a song. I'll play it for you. Thought you said you weren't going to do that again, Sheriff. Let's get out of here, Pop.
I'm gonna kill that boy.
You don't mean that.
Yes, I do. I want him dead, Red Dog.
Then maybe you should stop missing, boss.
Maybe I should stop paying you until I get some results.
You want him dead? Then let's do it my way. None of this dancing around and leading him into your little traps.
Fine.
My way?
Your way.
That's the spirit. Leave it to old Red Dog. Denver Bethlehem will never see it coming. He saw it coming. He's gone.
Where did he go?
If I knew that, I wouldn't have said gone.
He's been spotted.
Where?
North.
Lost him. We ain't done yet, Sheriff. Cracks are heading north, towards Reb Knob's mission.
You better have some good news for us, dog, or I'm gonna clear your sinuses with a .45 caliber nasal spray.
That don't make sense.
They say Denver Bethlehem passed through here.
Yes, Sheriff, sir. And I treated him royally, as if you yourself were here.
You gave help and aid to Denver Bethlehem?
Yes, sir. And I gave him food and shelter and the gun of Gil Stein.
You treated him like he was the sheriff? Red Dog, kill every breathing thing in this place and burn it to the ground.
So he's led you into ambushes. He shot at you twice. Now this? Why does my dad feel so threatened by you?
Because I'm gonna be sheriff someday.
You're kidding. Right?
Look, years ago, long before I killed Gil Stein, a holy man came down from Shiloh and he told me I was God's next sheriff.
You're gonna make a great sheriff someday.
Maybe. If that day ever comes.
What do you do in the meantime?
I just don't know. Thanks for saving my life.
I think we're clear now, Denver. Put a whole lot of ground between us and the sheriff's posse.
I wish we'd turned and fit him. It's been 3 whole days since I killed a man.
Well, you're just gonna have to let that go. Here, have some coffee. And if you ever want more, you can purchase this venti decaf mochaccino and many other fine products at your local Human Bees.
Nah, violence is my coffee.
Well, I got a question for you, my mighty men.
Mighty persons.
Who's hungry?
No, right.
Well, we normally collect these supplies to help the poor and the...
Poor old Sheriff Silver will be so grateful. He's the one who sent us on this mission in the first place.
Well, if the sheriff sent you on a mission, why didn't he give you food?
Well, that's complicated there, Reverend. You know, I'm actually gonna need to take this weapon here. No, for the mission.
Son, I don't keep current with most of the gossip from town, but I do know this. Denver Bethlehem doesn't use a gun. He draws his sword and trusts the Lord.
Yeah, well, sometimes even the good Lord needs a little pushing.
Don't you remember this gun? It belonged to Gil Stein. God defeated this mighty weapon using only a sword and a young rancher from the middle of nowhere. Now, what can this gun do for you that God can't do better? Son, if the sheriff knew you needed a gun, then why didn't he just give you one?
Reverend, you see, the sheriff sent me on this mission specifically to get this gun. The gun of Gil Stein. Mighty man, let's ride!
Mighty persons.
Anybody even heard of Gath Gulch before? Well, how bad could it be, right? Come on.
Why didn't anybody tell us Gath Gulch was where the whole Stein gang lives?
It wouldn't have been so bad if they didn't see Denver carrying Gil Stein's gun.
Ah, good idea going to Gath Gulch, boss.
Shut it, JB.
Well, at least you acted crazy. That was quick thinking. And then you threw a horse at that one guy. I ain't never seen anything that crazy.
Men in my family are dangerous, but we'll only fight if we're provoked.
Oh, man.
Hey, you want a marshmallow?
I just come from Reverend Knobs' mission. Silver swept through. Killed everyone. Burn it to the ground.
Remember that guy? He took his gun and he was like,
Ain't nobody left.
That one guy, you jumped up and you said, the next one that charges me, you're gonna get a lead salad. They must have thought you was crazy. Hey, She-Ra, this one's all burnt and crispy just like you like them. No.
Why don't you just cool it, all right?
What's the big deal? We all got out safe. It's kind of funny on this side of it.
Not for him.
Why? Because my lies got a good man killed.
You okay, boss?
Life was not easy when I followed God. But at least I had a purpose. When trouble came, I knew God was always looking out for me. I suffered, but I never really knew pain until I started calling my own shots. You know, people always thought I was crazy for going into a fight with nothing but God. And this to protect me. I can handle people thinking that I'm stupid. Was that thing loaded?
Denver, you want us to do you in?
Yeah.
About 20 riders attacking Calais Village.
Lord, what do you want from me? I'll ride against 20 men and save your people or die trying. But only if that's where you want me. Mount up. We got work to do. Violence? Violence, my friend.
But should we finish our game first?
I'm all in.
You ain't even looked at your cards yet.
I don't need to. I know what I got.
Oh, Jamie, you're so strong.
No, thank you. That's not necessary. I gotta go check the perimeter. No, thank you, young lady. For crying out loud, girls, go read Proverbs 31.
Walk through this.
Ma'am, I just wanted to say that, I sure think you're swell.
Shush, boy. You had me at Let's dance.
That will comfort me. I fear no evil. Or something like that.
Riders, Denver! At least a dozen of them. Must be them bandits come with reinforcements.
No, it's the sheriff.
Run away, fight or die, we'll follow you, boss.
If you want me to stay and fight, I'm ready, Lord. Fair enough. Tell the crew we're leaving. There'll be no fighting today. Well, doesn't look like we're being followed.
Running? Away from a fight? I feel so dirty.
That boy sure smelled purty. I miss him. I missed him when I threw a knife at him.
Look, before we go any further, who needs to use the little cowpoke's room? Oh. Yeah, that's what I thought. Come on.
Wow. Yours is so much nicer.
What are you doing in here?
Huh? Oh, yeah, sheriff's here.
Hide? Ah!
Squirrel!
I'm gonna need a minute alone, boys. Got some heavy thinking to do.
What the devil is your problem?
I never wanted this. I never asked for this. You called me out in front of the whole territory. I tried to duck out, but that wasn't good enough for you. You said I was the one to lead your people. You told me there was no one in the whole prairie like me, and then you bring this rancher in and everything falls apart. Why do you hate me? My goodness. These little digits are filthy.
Well, that's convenient.
Truly, Denver, the Lord has delivered the enemy into your hands.
Congratulate me, Sheriff. I just invented the sunroof. I could have aimed 10 inches lower, but you still don't get that I'm not your enemy.
You want to kill me and be sheriff?
Obviously that's not true because you're still alive. Stop it. You tried to kill me. Twice! I should. But God's pinned that badge to your chest, and because of that, this blade will never touch your skin. Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will not fear your hatred or any other evil, because God is with me.
Maybe you should be sheriff.
In God's time, I will. God's way, because that's the only way it's going to be worth having.
I'm gonna kill that boy.
don't know about you, but I could sure use a shower and a good meal right about now.
I'm mainly hungry for violence. I'll settle for food.
I hunger for justice. And bacon.
These people even know us? Can we just waltz in there and ask for help?
After all we've done to keep this territory safe, they ain't gonna deny us a free meal. The last few towns we rode through, they put on parties for us. Come on, let's go.
Get your horse, sir.
Well, hello, sir. My name is Denver Bethlehem, and, well, these are my mighty men, persons. We've been keeping your town safe now the last few months, and, well, we're powerful hungry. Sorry to bother you. You're so busy. But we sure could use some help.
Seize them!
Right!
All spies will remain silent before Nabby Hoglaska, Lord Mayor of Carmel City.
What gives you the right to draw steel on God's anointed?
There. Now you're my anointed. And I draw guns on whoever I want. Now hear this, citizens of, and visitors to, Carmel City. I will not allow Stein spies from Gath Gulch or any other territory one moment of sanctuary in my town.
We're the ones who've been keeping your town safe the last few months.
Typical spy lies. It's my radiant Robert Pattinson handsomeness that's been keeping the peace in these parts. Now, I'm bored, I'm hungry, and skinny. You just ain't that interesting. Bash him over the head and drop him on the road outside of town.
Ain't no one does that to Denver Bethlehem. Hey, get up. Good news, brother. You ain't the only one hungry for violence right now.
Stop, please, just stop. Forget what the mayor said. My husband's a fool.
The mayor's your husband?
Yes. But he's not a good man.
Well, he'll die for it. Honor demands that I burn Carmel City to the ground and leave no one alive. It's the only fair thing to do. Look, all we wanted was some
And
food.
I brought you some
He threw water in my face.
You wanted to wash
No,
up.
I am the future.
Better than this. Denver, God has called you to be better than this.
You can't talk to me like this. I'm the next sheriff.
I know, I see it. But what kind of sheriff kills out of wounded pride? Is that the kind of sheriff God wants you to be? Alone, you're just walking the edge of a cliff, waiting for a gust of wind to send you flying. But Denver, if your heart beats in time with God's footsteps, you'll be sheriff forever.
We're leaving.
But we ain't got our horses.
Then we walk.
No need. Your horses will be waiting for you at the crossroads.
You saved me from ruining everything I believe in. Thank you, man.
I told him to go before we left. I'm coming in. Hey, Denver, you ever had deja vu?
Did you just ask me that?
Guess what's about to happen? Again.
My goodness.
You've got to be kidding me.
Truly, Denver, the Lord has delivered the enemy into your hands.
Well, let's go.
Aren't you gonna kill him this time?
That man is the Lord's anointed. I'm not gonna lay a hand on him. You don't want to kill him?
I'll kill him. I'll kill him dead. One thing I've learned, God gives you a chance to do something twice. He's hinting.
All right, yeah, that's fine. But then just so you know, any man or woman who even hurts his feelings with strong language gets stabbed like a Capri Sun. Because I've learned that it only takes a moment of pride to ruin the plans that God has for you. Come on. Hey!
Well, can we at least take his canteen?
Yeah, that's cool. You know what? You better take his guns too. Homeboy cannot be trusted with one of those.
Idea. Jimmy!
Laser!
It seems like there's only 5 or 6 of them in there. I seen 2 or 3 sentries leave the barn.
Boy, if you're right, that's the last of the Stein gang. We wipe out that family, and we're looking at quiet times for who knows how long.
You boys ready? I'll take lead.
No, not yet.
Not again.
Shut it, dog.
First it was that seance, then it was the witch in the opium den. Face it, Sheriff. You ain't his starting quarterback no more.
I'm gonna charge that barn and bring those heathens to justice. Unless you don't want me to. So if you don't want me to, y'all should... Should I go or not? God, should I... Should I charge that barn? The devil with this.
Like I said, either he don't exist or he ain't listening. At least he ain't listening to you.
God. Father, I've strayed from you in times of my life, and for that I apologize. Being away from you is death in every sense of the word. I see a need and I want to help the hopeless and fight evil, but only if you're with me, God. Only if that's where you're guiding me. Is that what you want from me, God? All right. Thank you. That's all I needed to hear, God.
It's gonna be okay. Don't worry. It's gonna be okay.
Steins, this is the end of the road.
So let me get this straight. You killed Sly Silver.
Yes, sir. And I brought you his gun and his badge. I'd had enough of that old swindler. Everyone in the whole territory knows that Sly Silver may be the big gun, but Denver Bethlehem is who gets it done. I look forward to serving my new sheriff, and with my many talents, I'm sure you can find a use for me in your inner circle.
Yeah, I got something you can do. You can die for laying hands on the one God made sheriff. I started out taking care of cows, and now I gotta take care of my family, the people of this town.
That's right, Denver. We're all in flesh and blood.
I was taking care of cows. I would fight man or beast in order to keep them safe. And that's what God wants me to do for all of you. Now, if there's one thing that I've learned, it's that my life ain't worth 2 nails in a horseshoe unless God is pinned closer to my heart than this here badge. I've seen what life looks like without him. It is by his mercy that I escaped that darkness. But now I can faithfully and confidently say that I will never let that happen again.